What are India's key maritime security concerns? Let's delve into this pressing issue. India, blessed with a strategic location and a vast coastline, is a hotbed for maritime activities, making its security paramount. Now, imagine this serene maritime panorama being interrupted by intrusion. Not by enemy warships, but by research vessels. Yes, you heard it right, research vessels. China's maritime research vessels, to be precise. These aren't your typical research vessels conducting benign scientific explorations. They have been known to intrude into other countries' exclusive economic zones and perform unauthorized research activities. These vessels, like the Yuanwang 5 and Xiangyang Hong 03, have the potential to collect data that can be used for military purposes. To make matters worse, they've been known to go dark by turning off their automatic identification system transponders, making them virtually invisible while they conduct their clandestine activities. The Chinese research vessels pose a significant threat to India's maritime security interests. Why is the presence of Chinese research vessels a cause for concern? Well, let's dive into the murky waters of this issue. Historically, Chinese research vessels such as Yuanwang 5 and Xiangyang Hong 03 have had a knack for intruding into other countries' exclusive economic zones, or EEZs, conducting unauthorized research activities. Picture this: foreign vessels, uninvited, lurking in your backyard, collecting data. It's not just about the invasion of privacy. It's about the potential implications of such actions. These vessels aren't just collecting data on marine life or climate patterns. They have the capability to gather data that can be used for military purposes. We're talking about submarine stealth planning, mine warfare scenarios, and other potential threats. This is akin to a stranger snooping around your house, collecting information that could potentially be used against you. Now imagine this. These vessels have the ability to go dark. This means they can turn off their automatic identification system transponders, effectively becoming invisible to the outside world. This allows them to conduct military activities undetected, slipping under the radar, quite literally. It's like the stranger in your house can turn invisible at will, continuing their activities without any fear of being discovered. This isn't a scene from a spy thriller. This is happening in the real world, in the vast expanses of our oceans. The actions of these vessels are not just intrusive, they're potentially dangerous. The presence of these vessels is a concern because it's not just about territorial sovereignty. It's about the potential threats they pose, the unknown intentions they harbor, and the unseen actions they undertake. The actions of these vessels are not only intrusive, but potentially dangerous. This is the reality we're facing. The question now is, what can we do about it? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the military affiliations of these vessels and the implications for India in our next scenes. Who are the stakeholders behind these vessels, you may ask? Well, the Chinese Academy of Sciences, Shenyang Institute of Automation, and the Qingdao Pilot National Lab for Marine Science and Technology play a significant role. These institutions are not just academic powerhouses. They bear strong military affiliations, contributing to the construction and supervision of these research vessels. Their work is a cornerstone of China's military-civil fusion strategy. This strategy aims to integrate civilian and defense sectors to bolster national security and economic development. In the context of these research vessels, it means the data collected isn't purely for scientific research. It can also serve military purposes, from submarine stealth planning to mine warfare scenarios. This close relationship between these institutions and the military adds another layer of complexity to the situation. It's not just about intrusions into exclusive economic zones. It's about the potential military implications of such actions. With these military affiliations, the vessel's activities become even more concerning. What does this mean for India's maritime security? This question looms large as Chinese research vessels continue to cast long shadows over the work of other nations in the Indian Ocean region. The activities of these vessels, backed by their military affiliations, pose a palpable threat to India's maritime security interests. Take, for instance, the recent decision taken by the Sri Lankan government. In a move that echoes India's concerns, Sri Lanka has resolved not to permit any Chinese research ship to operate within its exclusive economic zone or dock at its ports for a year. A clear signal of the growing apprehensions in the region. But the plot thickens. India is particularly uneasy about the potential docking of the Xiangyang-03 in the Maldives. The implications of this move could significantly hinder India's security interests, adding another layer of complexity to the maritime chessboard. So, as we delve deeper into this maritime saga, one thing becomes clear. India's maritime security faces a daunting challenge, but it is one that cannot be ignored.